This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for USVI News. I'm Haley Potter. We begin with some news out of St. Croix. Another victim from the February 27th shooting incident at the Corner Pocket Grill House and Nightclub has died. The victim, 25-year-old Kadeem Baptist, was one of 6 people shot at the establishment on February 27th. Baptist was airlifted to the hospital and died on March 6th. Detectives are asking anyone with information to call 911, the crime tip line at 340-778-4950, or anonymously to Crime Stoppers USVI at 800-222-TIPS. And each day we update you on the latest with COVID-19 here in the territory, but the Department of Health has not updated their numbers since Friday. So as of Friday, there were 130 active cases, 77 in St. Croix, 51 in St. Thomas, and 2 in St. John. We will bring you all the latest COVID-19 cases tomorrow. And the territory is looking forward to celebrating U.S. President Joe Biden whenever his next visit to the Caribbean might be. This comes as Governor Albert Bryant at a recent press briefing said he not long ago connected with President Biden, and Biden tells him that the USVI has the White House's support as the territory attempts to reboot its economy.
But he wanted me to tell you guys that he misses St. Croix and the Virgin Islands, and that he especially wanted to say hello to everybody, and he hopes that we're doing well. And he assured us as well that he would be sending aid and funding our ways. He understands our problems here in the Virgin Islands and the fact that we haven't had cruise ships in such a long time, that he was doing things to support us in that effort. So the president, we got a friend in President Biden, and I asked him, please return to the Virgin Islands as soon as possible so we can see him and celebrate his win in grand style.
And we, of course, will keep you updated on all of that. And no one has declared the pandemic over yet. And yet the upcoming one-year anniversary appears to be creating a jumping-off point, and for more and more states. From lifting mask requirements to allowing large gatherings again, some public health officials are very worried.
As Americans receive conflicting and confusing messages over COVID safety measures, more states are now preparing to eliminate face mask mandates as top doctors plead for them not to do so. Thursday, Alabama's governor temporarily extended the face mask order before officially ending it in April. At least 17 states planning to or no longer requiring the simple safety measure that drastically reduces COVID transmission.
I get why states are feeling like they want to do this, but it's sort of like, spiking the ball on the 10-yard line. Like, let's get into the end zone.
With some fearing politics is trumping science, a Wisconsin state senator shared this photo of tightly packed, maskless community members inside the state capitol. It comes as New Jersey gives the go-ahead for weddings with up to 150 people. Mississippi and Texas didn't just end mask mandates, but also caps on capacity.
It'll be our choice. It's our health. It's our choice.
On the front lines of the pandemic, doctors say the move could cost lives.
I think the governor's move has really, in effect, added a mountain to the end of our COVID marathon.
And California joins more states officially identifying the Brazilian variant of the virus, which may be resistant to the vaccines. An evolving threat as safety measures to protect Americans are being lifted.
And yet another day goes by that an elderly man has been missing in St. Croix. Family members in the VIPD continue their pleas to the public for help in finding him. Take a look. This is 80-year-old Michael Doder Emanuel. He's been missing since the morning of February 19th when he walked away from his home in the Canebrake Apartments. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall, weighs about 150 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes with dark complexion. Investigators are offering a $3,200 reward for information leading to his whereabouts. And anyone with information on the whereabouts of Michael Emanuel is urged to call 911, the Wilbur Francis Command at 340-778-2211, or the Crime Tip line at 340-778-4950. And just a reminder, if you're flying in or out of St. Thomas, construction at the King Airport started Monday. That means most of the airport's public parking area is closed and will remain closed during this 2-year project. The VI Port Authority says travelers are being asked to be picked up and dropped off at the airport. Curbside parking is not allowed, and signs will be posted at the terminal advising of these new parking restrictions. The Parking and Transportation Center will have 600 parking spaces and a dedicated location for ground transportation and car rentals. The VIPA will provide project updates on their website, viport.com. And also in St. Thomas, the VI Children's Museum is asking the community for help in keeping their doors open during a troubling time. And you certainly can help with a new campaign being launched. This week, they are launching a March Little by Little global giving campaign, which will take place through March 12th. The global giving platform allows people to make donations toward nonprofit projects. The museum was affected by Hurricanes Irma and Maria, and now with COVID-19. The museum had to alter their operations, meaning they're seeing fewer guests and making a lot less money than before. And 50% of donations made through the Global Giving will be matched, meaning if you donate $50 to Global Giving, you'll donate 25 of those to the VI Children's Museum. To donate to the campaign, you can visit globalgiving.org and search for the Virgin Islands Children's Museum, and that link is also on your screen. On Friday, we heard from Virgin Islands Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett discussing what's in the coronavirus relief bill for residents of the territories. Now, our Washington correspondent Matt Knadler continues part 2 of his one-on-one interview with Plaskett. They discuss her work to create tax equality for those living in the territories compared to the states.
You covered a lot, and I'll kind of spin off of the tax portion of that to talk about the SSI, Supplemental Security Income, Earned Income Tax Credit, some of the work you're doing on Ways and Means to create a little more quality equity here of sorts for territories when it comes to tax time.
Sure. I've partnered with some other members of Congress to file H.R. 537, the Supplemental Security Income Equality Act. This is to extend supplemental security income, SSI as we know it, to residents of the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and to the territories. Congresswoman Jennifer Gonzalez Colon, as well as Congressman Richie Torres of New York and others are original co-sponsors with me on that legislation. SSI is an anti-poverty program in which the federal government offers financial assistance to people 65 and older with income under the poverty level, as well as to minors with disabilities or conditions such as cancer, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, multiple sclerosis, and other conditions that affect the family and individual's ability to generate enough income to live. This is something that the territories have been fighting for a long period of time. Since 1977, my predecessors have been advocating and introducing legislation for this benefit. I think that with the Supreme Court case now and the additional information that we're seeing where the lower courts have said it was unconstitutional to not give SSI to individuals living in the territory, we have a really great benefit here. And I'm hopeful that my position on Ways and Means is going to be additional assistance to us in fighting to include SSI for the territories. I've been in multiple conversations, myself and my staff, with the staff of Ways and Means, as well as with the chairman, Richie Neal. And we recognize that this is long overdue to the territories. You know, as I said, advocating since 1977 for inclusion in this legislation.
Thank you, Matt, for that report. And Monday is International Women's Day, and today we have an inspiring story of one woman. The NFL announced that Maya Chayka has become the first black woman to join the ranks of officials at football's highest level. This new NFL referee explained how she got to this life-changing news and offered some advice for those who hope to follow in her footsteps. Let's take a listen.
Because this is just something that we're just always taught to work hard for, and sometimes we just don't take time to stop and smell our own roses. And I've just been grinding for so long at this, and it's just an honor to be able to join the National Football League. Obviously, I never played the game of football, but I've loved it for so many years. So I just want them to know that if you have a passion for something and if you have a drive for something, don't let it hold you back just because you think that something may give you some type of limitation. Just continue to work hard and always, always, always just follow your dreams.
Congratulations to her.